Literally thousands are impacted by the Wounded Warrior Project. It gives veterans something more than appreciation of their service. So oftentimes it gives them a fresh start.
Well, one man is so passionate about the group, he walked from one side of the country to the other to help raise funds. He's a former Marine with a true desire to help those wounded veterans get what they need and what he says they're not getting. Wounded Warrior Project says the greatest casualty is being forgotten, and Josh Lydell wants to make sure that doesn't happen.
It's all too often, again, we forget about these people and we don't get them the help that they need.
So Josh Lydell decided to do something about it. The former Marine has been walking on America's roads since March 3rd, when he left Charleston, South Carolina. At this point, he's lost count of how many pairs of shoes he's gone through over the last 1,100 miles.
I'm trying to shed a little light and bring a little attention to these men and women who have given so much for us, and I'm trying to give them a little bit of my time in return.
He's hoping his cross-country walk will drum up attention for the Wounded Warrior Project. According to him, servicemen and women returning from war aren't receiving the kind of homecomings they need and deserve.
If you've lost an arm, if you've lost a leg, if you come back from some horrible, horrible experience with post-traumatic stress disorder, you need help.
So one step at a time he walks, and walks for those who seem forgotten. When he gets tired, he sleeps. When he's hungry, he eats. It's not a comfortable adventure by any means, but for him it's a small price to pay to show those he's walking for that people at home care.
It's helping them to feel whole again, whether physically or emotionally.
And when he needs a little pick-me-up along the way, Lydell says he just thinks about those he's met along the way.
I have met so many amazing people on this trip, and it gives me a lot of hope for what I'm doing. Ultimately, I am headed to San Francisco, California. I will get there probably early or late September.
And he did. This is the picture Josh posted to his Facebook page after making it to Camp Pendleton in California. He raised over $10,000 for the Wounded Warrior Project from donations online.
That is one incredible young man.
It really is.
Wow. Did you know that we can help raise money for wounded veterans right here on Delmarva?
Yeah, that's right. It's the Walk for Our Warriors in Harrington in conjunction with the American Legion's Operation Comfort Warriors. Delmarva Life's Sean Stryker is at the American Legion post in Harrington. Hey, Sean, tell us, what's up?
Well, they're getting ready for this weekend's walk. It's the 3rd annual Walk for Our Warriors. I'm here with the guy that started it all, Gary Porter. Gary, thanks so much for joining me. Are you guys ready for this weekend?
Oh, absolutely.
And you were telling me this is not just you guys, you have help from everybody.
I have the Harrington Police Department behind me, EMTs, fire police, the state police. They keep all our walkers safe.
So tell me about this walk. What is it?
It's a 5K walk. It starts here, goes around the community and comes right back here.
And it's all to raise money for a great cause. It's Operation Comfort Warrior.
Yes.
What is that?
Comfort Warriors is when a soldier is injured, he or she on the battlefield, they're flown from there to Landstuhl, Germany. There, their wounds are taken care of first. And then there's American Legion people there that give an iPod with the kind of music they like to listen to, a long distance phone card so they can call their family. And then they make up a laundry list of towels, washcloths, shaving gear.
And it's really anything too. It's not just that. It's not just toiletry items. It can be, you know, sporting equipment, just anything they want to make them feel
if they want
better.
It, they'll go get it and give it to them.
And that's where all this money's going.
Absolutely, every penny of it.
So tell me, when is the walk taking place?
It'll be November 1st. Registration starts at 8 a.m.
8 a.m. here at the American Legion,
Yes.
Post 7 in Harrington. Registration starts at 8 o'clock. Walk starts at 9. Runners go first, walkers go second, and then after they come back here for what you said?
We're going to offer hot dogs and hot chocolate for everybody.
Hot dogs and hot chocolate, and it's supposed to be a little chilly, so that'll help warm them up. And you get this nice shirt.
Everybody gets a t-shirt.
The 3rd annual Operation Comfort Warrior Walk for Our Warriors. You can register. Still, you can come to the American Legion Post, or you can visit our website, WBOC.com, and click on our picture at the top of the page to find out another way you can register as well. Jimmy, it's a great walk. It's for a great cause. I'll send it back to you guys.
It really is.
Fun and beneficial.
Yes.
You know, something that we really need to remember is how service affects almost every veteran differently.
Right.
As a matter of fact, after a near-death experience, one veteran hung up his combat boots, but he's not quite calling it quits. As fate would have it, he has landed a career as an actor on the small as well as the big screen. And today, you hear the story of his encore career.
This is actually me right here. I'm the lead gas man. I have a mask on.
He played a bad guy on the small screen and a Texas Ranger in the show Revolution.
Rather gory.
But Bobby Lee Osborn's career didn't start out as an act.
I really never thought of acting.
In fact, the actor's not wearing a costume or makeup in this shot.
I was injured in Iraq.
He's a real wounded warrior, a combat veteran.
Saddam Special Forces is what had us pinned down.
Today he has shrapnel embedded in his stomach from a near-death experience after an attack.
When I was on the Black Hawk, they had actually reported back to my unit that I was dead. They were hitting me with the paddles, and then I woke up in the Kuwaiti Armed Forces Hospital.
After that, he hung up his combat boots. Osborn's disabled. On a whim, the single father went on a casting call, and after getting an agent, he keeps getting gigs. He even got a call on a movie, The Song.
I always kind of consider myself, the Army guy, rough, tough, get in the mud and dirt and mud and stuff. And it's really been a blessing.
Bobby Lee Osborn is really enjoying his acting, and he says you can catch him on the big screen in The Song. It's in select theaters now across the country.
Well, good for
Isn't that
him.
great?
That is great. Well, other war veterans have not been fortunate enough to get back on their feet after returning from war. They've even found themselves homeless. Well, today you'll meet a man who took to the streets to meet some of these people. Find out what he learned that surprised him so much, he wrote a book about his experience. And another man took to the streets with just the clothes on his back, how he's using what he learned to help others in the same situation. Joe Marva Life, we'll be right back.